Hi everyone, greetings from King's College of Engineering. Myself K. Arun, Assistant Professor in Department of Civil Engineering. So in this video, we are going to see how we can analyze a fixed beam. What is fixed beam? If both the ends of a beam are fixed, then it is called as a fixed beam. So in this diagram, we can see the beam has both the ends as fixed, hence it is a fixed beam. So for analyzing a fixed beam, we need to calculate the fixed end moments. We can see in this image, based upon the different types of loads and the position of the loads, there are various fixed end moment formulas. In this first image, we can see for a point load acting at a distance of A meter from the left end and B meter from the right end, the formula is PAB square by L square. Since the load is mentioned as P, in the formula they have mentioned as PAB square by L square. Generally, we will be using the notation as WAB square by L square. And then for MBA, it is WA square B by L square. And for UDL, we can see here three formulas are there. If the UDL is acting throughout the beam, then both the moment at AB and BA are equal, that is WL square by 12. And if the UDL is acting on the left extreme side of the beam, then moment at AB will be equal to WA square by 12L square into 6L square minus 8AL plus 3A square. And moment at BA will be WA cube by 12L square into 4L minus 3A. Similarly, for the UDL is acting on the right side, we have fixed end moment formulas. And for UVL also, based upon the load conditions and how the load is placed, we have different formulas. And at last, if the moment is applied on the span, the moment is also called as a couple. If a moment is acting on a span, then we have different formulas for moment at AB, fixed end moment at BA. So now we are going to solve a problem. Find the fixed end moments of the beam shown in the figure. Also draw shear force diagram and bending moment diagram. So this is the question they have given. So the entire length of the beam is 12 meter. And we have the two loads acting on it, a UDL at the left end for a distance of 6 meter, and the intensity of the UDL is 10 kilonewton per meter, and a point load of 8 kilonewton acting at a distance of 3 meter from beam. So on seeing this question, we can see like the point load is acting in a central manner, but it is not. If you are removing the UDL, we can see that the point load is located at a distance of 9 meter from the left end and 3 meter from the right end. So the point load is acting at the eccentrical manner. So now we are going to solve the problem. Solution. The first step is to consider the beam as simply supported and calculate the support reactions. So I am removing the fixed end and I am giving two supports at the end A and B. I will be having a support reaction RA and RB at the ends. For calculating the support reactions, I am going to take a moment about B. So for calculating the moment about B, RA into 12 minus 8 into 3. So the point load is located at a distance of 3 meter, and minus 10 into 6 into 6 by 2 plus 6. Hence it is UDL. The formula is W into L by 2. So the L by 2 denotes the half of the load acting distance. Here it is W into L is 10 into 6 into L by 2. The load acting distance is only 6 meter, and then we have another 6 meter for the NB. So I am adding plus 6. On simplifying, we get 12 RA minus 24 minus 540 equal to 0. On solving this equation, we get the value of RA as 47 kilonewton. Next, I am going to calculate the value of RB. We know that in a simply supported beam, the upward forces is equal to downward forces. Upward forces are RA and RB, and downward forces are, we have two loads here. One is UDL. So UDL is denoted as W into L here for calculating the total force. So 10 into 6, and a point load is acting, so I am adding plus 8. So value of RA is 47 and total loads acting is 68. Hence RB can be calculated as 21 kilonewton. The next step is to calculate the simply supported moments. Since the fixed ends are removed and the support is placed at the end A and B, this moment at B is equal to 0 since it is a free end, and we have to calculate the moment at D. So the distance of D and B is 3 meter, so RB into 3, which gives a value of 63 kilonewton meter. And I'm going to calculate the moment at C. So the distance between C and B is 6 meters, and a point load is acting at a distance of 3 meters from C. So RB into 6 minus 81 into 3, which gives a value of 102 kilonewton meter. And then moment at A is 0, since I said earlier, since A is a free end, the moment at A is 0. The next step is the most critical part of the problem. So we have to calculate the fixed end moments. So for calculating the fixed end moments, we have seen the formulas earlier. So moment at AB will be equal to, since we are having two loads in this beam, I am adding the formulas. So for point load it is WAB square by L square, and for UDL it is WA square by 12L square into 6L square minus 8AL plus 3A square. So I am going to substitute the values here. We can see here for point load the value of W is 8 and A is 9 meter, since point load is located at a distance of 9 meter from the left end, and the value of B is 3 meter, since point load is located at a distance of 3 meter from the right end, and length of the span is 12 meter. And for UDL, W is 10 and A is 6 meter, since the UDL is acting at a distance of 6 meter on the beam. A value is 6 and length of the beam is 12 meter. So I am going to substitute the value of L as 12 here. And 8 into A is 6 and again L is 12 and 3 into 6 square divided by 12L square. So 12 into value of length is 12 here. So 12 into 12 square. On simplifying, I am getting the value of MAB as 87 kilonewton meter. Next I am going to calculate the fixed end moment at the end B, which will be MBA. The formula is WA square B plus L square plus WA cube by 12L square into 4L minus 3A. So similarly, I am going to substitute the values for WA and B. So W is 8 point node and A is 9, B is 3 and length of the beam is 12 meter. And for UDL, A is 6 and L equal to 12. So I have applied the values of W, A, B and L in the above formula. So on simplifying, I am getting the value of MBA as 51 kilonewton meter. So next, I am going to calculate the end reactions. So this is the fixed beam and I am going to consider the end reactions RA and RB. So unlike a simply supported beam, we cannot consider the beam as free end and we cannot calculate the simply supported reactions by taking moment. In this fixed beam, first we have to calculate the fixed end moments and then only we can calculate the RA and RB, in which the moment will be included. So we can see here, already we have calculated the fixed end moments. Moment at AB is 87 kilonewton meter and moment at BA is 51 kilonewton meter. Another thing, while considering the moment, we have to remember that if the moment is acting in a clockwise direction, then it is a positive moment, and if the moment is acting in an anti-clockwise direction, then it is a negative moment. So the sign conversions are important, since while substituting the values in the formula, we need to enter it correctly. So I am going to calculate the end reactions now. So taking RA into total distance is 12 meter. So it is an anti-clockwise moment. So it is minus 87 and 8 is located at a distance of 3 meter from the right end. So minus 8 into 3. And then for UDL it is W into L by 2. So 10 into 6 into half of the load acting distance plus balance distance is 6. And then moment at BA is 51, since it is clockwise. I am considering it as positive, plus 51 equal to 0. So on simplifying this, I am getting the value of RA as 50 kilonewton. So we can compare the values here. If you are considering the beam is simply supported and we are calculating the reactions, we got the value of RA as 47 kilonewton. And for the actual fixed end, if you are calculating the reactions here, you are getting 50 kilonewton. So it is almost same. And then upward forces will be equal to the downward forces in a beam. So upward forces are RA and RB and downward forces are load. For UDL it is W into L 10 into 6 and point load is taken as 8 here. So RA value is 50 and I am solving this and getting the value of RB as 18 here. So in the simply supported beam we got the value of RB as 21. The next step is to draw the we have to calculate the shear force here. So for considering the calculating the shear force, we have to consider the reactions, N reactions, RA, RB. First, I am going to calculate the shear force at B. So shear force at B is, since it is right upwards, I am taking it as negative. So minus RB, so which gives the value as minus 18 kilonewton. Next, I am going to calculate the shear force at D. So already I have got minus 18 here, and then in this point D, I am getting another point load 8. So I am summing up. So I will be getting the value as minus 10. Then I am going to calculate the shear force value at C. So already I have got minus 10, and then while reaching this point, I will be getting the load. Since it is UDL, it is W into L 10 into 6. So on solving, I am getting the value as 50 kilonewton. And then shear force at A. So the UDL, there is no change in the load conditions. Hence at the end A, I am getting the same value as 50 kilonewton. So which is equal to RA. So the RA value is 50 kilonewton. So while calculating the shear force, we can see here from 18 RB and at the end RA, we have got the same values. Like at the end B, we have got 18 kilonewton, and at the end A, we have got 50 kilonewton. So next one is to calculate the shear force diagram and bending moment diagram. We are going to draw the shear force diagram and bending moment diagram. So this is the fixed beam here, and I am drawing the moments here 87 kilonewton meter and 51 kilonewton meter. Next step is to draw the baseline. So first I am going to draw the shear force diagram. So RB, it is minus 18, and then at D it is 10, and then at C it is 50, and since it is positive I am drawing above the baseline, and then at A it is also 50, so I am drawing a straight line here. So this is the shear force diagram. I am marking the positive and negative forces then. So this is the shear force diagram. So the next step is to draw the bending moment diagram. So first I am drawing the baseline, and I am drawing the simply supported, fixed end moments first. So I have got 87 kilonewton meter at the left end and 51 kilonewton meter at the right end. So I am connecting this. So after that I am also going to draw the simply supported moments also. So simply supported moments, moment A and B will be equal to 0 since they are considered at free end. So I am starting it from the end 0. So moment at D is 63, and moment at C is 102, and then again moment at A is it is 0. Since UDL is acting, I am drawn a parabolic curve here, and I am marking the positive and negative moments. So this is the bending moment diagram for the given problem. So thus we have solved the fixed end beam. Like we have analyzed the fixed end beam by calculating the fixed end moments, and then we have calculated the support reactions, and then finally we have drawn the shear force diagram and bending moment diagram. So thanks for watching this video. So subscribe to our YouTube channel King's College of Engineering, Punalkulam for more educational videos. Stay tuned. Thank you.